Guys, one thing that's always baffled me about people, places, and things is how people, some for some strange reason, people think that they got things figured out by assuming things. Let me give you an example. Let's say somebody catches me listening to, you guys know I got the rubber bands on my teeth, so forget I'm talking funny. Assumptions, right? Let's say somebody sees me watching some inspirational video about doing something or feeling a certain way. People automatically assume that you're weak in that area, and that must be why you're listening. Guys, I don't do, see, that's the big misconception about me. I don't do things directly. I do things indirectly. A lot of times I'll click on a video just to compare and contrast what I already know. It does not mean that I need help from a particular person, place, or thing. I might like the way they look. I might like their voice. And when we're talking about women, yeah, I like the way they look. I don't even some of these people, I don't even be hearing what they saying. I just be looking at, now I'm just playing. I hear what they saying. But we're just talking about people making assumptions. I never understood how people can base their reality off assumptions. That's everybody's first mistake. Stop assuming that you know some goddamn thing without asking. Me being transparent as I am, I'm always waiting for the opportunity for people to ask me exactly what they want to know about me. But people never do. They rather just assume things. They rather just assume that everybody sees the world the way they see it. They like to assume that they're like, that, oh, you this way or you that way. Everybody's trying to box you in. We talk about this all the time. Everybody's trying to put you in a box. Everybody's assuming things without asking questions. That's how you get fucked up. I'm gonna tell you guys, like 80% of the shit that I listen to on YouTube, I already know. I'm just comparing and contrasting how people come across their reality compared to mine. I'm comparing and contrasting. I'm not looking like, oh, he must be weak in that area. Let's attack in that. Look, they never knew where to attack me in that area because they never asked me what was my weakness. And even if they asked me and I would tell them, they wouldn't even believe me. They'll still think they know my reality based on their reality. People just love to make assumptions to fit into their narrative. That goes to show you the psychosis of people, places, and things. The internet likes to think it has you figured out too. Oh, he watches this video, so that means we're gonna send him this slew of videos. That means he's gonna be into that too. Next thing you know, you're being remote viewed by God, who knows what. You being remote viewed by an entity, a corporation, AI. AI thinks it knows. Well, for the most part, AI probably does got everybody figured out. AI does not have me figured out. AI does not know what I'm gonna talk about on a daily basis. Nobody knows. I don't even know. Sometimes, most of the time, I don't even know what I'm gonna talk about when I wake up in the morning. I have no clue. But somebody out there is gonna assume that they know who I am or what I'm thinking about. Man, that's a losing battle every single time, especially when it comes to me. You can't mind control somebody that knows they're trying to be mind controlled. Because they're going to always make counteractive moves to confuse whoever is trying to intrude on their intellectual space. It's nice to see them try though. Like I get a laugh out of it sometimes, and then I'll say something. They'd be like, "Where he get that from?" Why does everybody assume they know what I'm thinking about? Why is everybody always assuming they know what I'm weak at, what I need, what I want. Well, how does everybody assume that? But I'm still trying to figure that shit out. But everybody think they know me. Man, I tell you. Well, you already know what they say about assumptions, assuming things, making an ass out of you and me. That's why I enjoy my isolation, because I don't find entertainment in people assuming things or making an ass out of you and me. I don't like to get into a lot of dialogue with people because I don't want to be an asshole. I don't want to be treated like an asshole, and I don't want to treat other people like an asshole. And somehow, just the only way you can stay away from that is to be in isolation. The power is in isolation, man. I'm gonna tell y'all straight. The power is in isolation. You cannot have a lot of power when you just around a lot of people, man. You can't. You can't. It's a sign of instability and weakness when you always got to be around people. But them same people think they think they know me. How, man? We don't have to get into this, guys. The fact that these people thought they knew me, I guarantee you they didn't know I was going to walk away from them cold turkey. I bet you didn't know that. So what are you calling me, a people pleaser or whatever? Yeah, everything I do is experimental. I'm going to tell you guys straight up. Everything I do with people is experimental. It means if I'm being nice to you, I'm experimenting on what happens when I be nice to you. If I treat you bad, I'm experimenting on how are you gonna act if I treat you bad. It's all experimental with me. I don't take stuff to that personal. That's why I'm able to do what I do based on no matter what's going on around me. I adapt, I adjust, and I keep moving forward. Meanwhile, the enemy sit up there scratching their head. I mean, they don't know who they are. They don't know what their reality is. They're trying to figure out their own reality from our reality, and that's going to fuck them up even more. That's why they mentally ill, cognitive dissonance all day long. But that's all I want to say, guys. Just that's number one reason I enjoy my isolation. People always assuming things. You might see me watching a movie, and I might watch the whole movie, and you go tell somebody, yeah, he likes this type of movie. But then later on, you find out I didn't like that movie, and then you scratch your head. Well, why you sit there and watch it for 2 hours? That's a whole nother question in itself. Why did I sit there for 2 hours and watch a movie I don't even like? You see what I'm talking about, guys? See, if people just focus on themselves and stay in their own lane, I agree. Like this one reader say, the world would be so much of a better place if people just stayed in their own lane. But they don't know themselves, and like I told y'all, the problem that I have living in this country is a lot of people have identity problems in America specifically. Americans have the most problems with identifying who they are, I think, more than anybody in the world. I can go to another country. Those people, they may be poor, but at least they know who they are. You see what I'm saying? It's better than not knowing who you are. You can have a lot of money and still don't know who you are. You can have a lot of money and still be insecure. See? As a matter of fact, I think the number one law coming out of the Emerald Tablets is knowledge of thyself. That, I believe, that's the number one rule in the universe. If you know thyself, then you can have access to the Akashic records. And all you have to is just that simple. You just got to know yourself. If you know yourself, you can know everything else. Remember, there are no secrets. It's just mind control. It's up to the individual.